Peapod. Each human is here to have experiences that will contribute to the growth of all. Here at the Peapod, we will examine some of these experiences and glean the lessons learned, the truth uncovered, and come to a deeper understanding through our sharing. So grab your popcorn, get comfortable, maybe even a paper and pen, and get ready for an amazing time with your hostess, Teri Angel, a woman on a mission to bring change, especially in the arena of peace, into our world. And here she is.
Thank you so much to our Jim Mershon who recorded that intro for us. And thank you to everyone finding us. Hello. And just as Jim said, we are really all like those peas in a pea pod. We're like minded, we want the same thing, and we're fed by the same source. I'm Teri Angel, the host, and I have my beautiful co director, co founder of 10 Million for World Peace with me today, MarBeth Dunn. Welcome to the studio.
I'm so grateful and happy to be here with you, Terry. Really lovely.
What a beautiful experience we're having right now in this time on our earth to just focus more about peace. And, this came about organically. Marbeth and I talking together with another presenter and realizing at the same time that this was something that the world needs right now. And we were supposed to be one of the instruments bringing peace more to the forefront. So, Marbeth, I'm so excited to be doing this with you and to going through this challenge that we have coming up in September. September, 1 month from today, our
1 month from
challenge starts.
today, yes. And
Yeah,
it was birthed on the P podcast.
it sure
So,
was. Yeah, yeah. And we knew in that moment, we knew that it was big. We knew that we were going to be guiding it along with the angels and spirit guides. And here we are. It's in
yeah,
place. It's got great movement to it. And we're going to talk about how you can get involved, all of you that are listening today. But one thing we want you to do first is share this out. Just take a moment and hit that share button and let others know to come in and listen because we got some good stuff to talk to you about today, don't we, Marbeth?
oh, we've got great stuff.
Yeah. So, one of the things that we have been discussing is maybe there might be a reluctance to get involved with us because of meditation. So, we want to just uncover some of the myth about meditation, what it is, what it isn't. There are no have tos to it. So, we want to help you to understand that. So, Marbeth, would you like to expand on that a little bit?
Absolutely. I have a lot of friends, and I've had, a very interesting experience when I share with them about what is really a very unique um, challenge that they just kind of go, "Oh yeah, how is your peace project going?" And they just kind of like, just kind of, as if it's just something in the wind. But I don't feel that way about it. For me, this is a very unique project because it's all about minds being joined. And we could give it the name meditation. Maybe meditation conjures up something not very interesting for you. Maybe it feels like it might be boring, but what we're doing is actually very exciting because it is a guided experience where either Terry or I or one of our other meditators will guide you into your heart where you will begin to experience great love and gratitude in your heart. And we expand that out into the unified field of consciousness. So, what that is that we're energy. And as energy, we're so much more than these physical bodies. And as energy, we can connect with each other in this unified field. And you've heard it before for millennia that when minds are joined, miracles happen. We are joining minds in a challenge that will affect the planet to generate more peace, and with a special focus on our world leaders and um, government leaders at all different levels, so that they can lead with greater integrity, that they can move into collaboration and rather than competition. And so if you think of it on that level, rather than thinking, oh, it's just a meditation, this is an exciting challenge. Can 10 million people together shift the consciousness of the planet? Did I explain that well, Teri?
You did. So I would love for any of you that are listening right now, just type into the chat. Do you do meditation? Is this one of your spiritual practices that you use to connect? Are you comfortable doing meditation with other people? These are the things we want to know because we want to help you understand what this is all about. And, as MarBeth said, we are energy. So if you're doing it in a group as opposed to sitting alone, wherever you are, you feel the connection stronger. And there's many types of meditation. What we're going to do is so simple and so beautiful. And it's short. It lasts only 7 minutes. So we're just asking for 7 minutes of your time.
You don't even need to know how to do it, because we just lead you and it's very easy. So it's just a matter of signing up at our website, which is 10millionforworldpeace.org. Oh, we got the blog up.
Oh, I put the wrong one, didn't I? Okay, let me go to the right.
And on the website, hopefully it's set up for tonight. When you join, you will be receiving a meditation by our own Teri Angel for all levels of people. Whether you have been meditating for years or you've never have. And also, you'll join our mailing list so we can update you with all of the activities that are happening. Our project begins in 1 month, as Teri said, on September 1st, and will run for 3 weeks. And it really is an experiment. You may have seen us use that word as well, similar to the World Peace Experiment I did 5 years ago in 2018, when we just wanted to see whether groups guided in this guided meditation together for 7 minutes, could we affect the peace level of the Middle East? And we had independent statistics that showed, yes, it did. It dropped over 20%. So can 10 million people affect the peace level of our Earth?
Yeah.
And the leaders? Yeah.
Yes.
So join
I
us.
believe yes. I vote for yes.
I go for yes.
And I'd like to add to that, MarBeth. So, you still may have some questions. Is it possible that when we send out that energy, that it makes a difference? I was trained by Heart Math Institute in the heart brain coherence, and I know MarBeth has been as well. One of the things that I learned in my training is that heart math tracks the frequency going out on the earth. And that's all of our frequencies. It's all of us putting forth an energy that goes into the collective energy of the earth. And one thing they shared with us was a graph from a certain time frame, because they're doing this constantly, tracking the energy. And there was a huge spike. The spike went like off the chart. And it was Greg Braden that was teaching and explaining it. And he says, what do you think that was? What do you think happened to cause that spike to go that high with the frequency. And it was 911. And they track every day, but when there's a huge event, they can see that level of compassion and care and concern and just the energy that goes out of our hearts, going out in a benevolent, caring manner, loving manner. It creates that energy going as high as it can go. So scientifically, this is proven that whatever we're doing, it goes into that collective soup, and we are either raising the frequency or we're lowering it. So it really does make a difference. And when we get together, and like MarBeth was saying, oh my gosh, just imagine 10 million people putting forth an energy of love, of peace, a desire for our world leaders to turn more toward peace. Can you just imagine what that chart's going to look like at HeartMath? I think it's going to be so beautiful. And I can't wait to see, because it's public domain. We can all figure out a way to look at it and see what they tracked and what happened with those numbers. Oh, I love that, Deirdre. Numbers do not lie.
Yes. What I love also was that we just became aware, and I believe we're going to be interviewing him, a wonderful gentleman, Father Sean O'Leary. And he came up, he's a mathematician as well as a father. And he came up with a calculation that if each one of us tells 10 people and gets them to commit. Oh, did you put that chat up there? Oh, that was Deirdre. Um, so if each one of us gets 10 people to commit to doing our 21-day challenge, and those 10 people, each one gets 10 people to commit to do the 21-day challenge, within 3 weeks, we would have 10 million people. It seems simple,
That's simple, isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the power of the exponential energy that happens when two or more people come together. I love that.
Yes. And especially what happens is we elevate the vibration of everyone, the frequency of everyone that is on the call with us by bringing them into a state of love and gratitude and appreciation. They're very, very high vibrations. And you start to, when you really love something and it just really makes your heart just, that's where you have a very high vibration, and love is the highest. And then there's gratitude and appreciation. So we start out in that state. We bring everyone into that state, then into this unified field where we're all together. And one of the beautiful benefits of it is that it's a spiritual law that giving and receiving are the same. So that when you are sending love and peace and blessings to others, you're receiving it at the same time. It's so beautiful. We
Yeah.
really are all one being. We just seem to think that we're separate because we're in these separate spacesuits.
Hmm. Yeah, and just think about a time when you gave from your heart without expecting anything, and how that made you feel inside. This is the same thing. You're giving from your heart of your energy, and you're putting it forth for a change to take place, the change that we all want to see in the world. That's what I love about this experiment. We want to see how that change is going to look once we get into it. So exciting. And we've got a lot coming up just this week, MarBeth. We've got a
Yes,
lot of buzz happening around 10 million for world peace. And there's
absolutely.
lots of opportunities for you who are following us and working with us on this to share this out, because we're going to be on different podcasts and interviews, and it's an opportunity for you to just share it out to somebody. You don't even have to say anything. Just have them watch the broadcast that we're going to be on.
Yes, I've been waiting for the memes for World Women's Prosperity Network. Wow, Wednesday tomorrow morning. But feel free to join the Facebook group, WPN Wow Wednesday. It's we're going to be interviewed by Nancy Matthews, who is a lovely friend, and really looking forward to that. And on Thursday, we'll be interviewed with Mark Porteous, who is just a mentor, and he's just really beautiful. And that evening with Noelle and Bob Marshall, I don't remember Watson, and they have the co-creators convergence.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna be on with them for about an hour and a half. And on all of these, we'll be taking questions. You'll be able to add your thoughts and ideas, suggestions. And you'll also have that opportunity on Saturday. We'll be meeting in our Facebook group at noon Eastern. So all of these times are in Eastern. And when you sign up at 10million for worldpeace.org, you'll get a newsletter with all of the dates, all of the events. So really looking forward to having you join us so we can get closer to our 10 million for world peace.
It's so beautiful the way it's all coming together with your help. And thank you for helping to share it out. So we will be putting those links into the Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group yet, why not? Come on and join us. 10 million for world peace on Facebook. You can Google it. We're the only one. And just come on in and join our group, where you get lots of information and inspiration. And I want to thank those who do post positive energy in there. It's so
And
beautiful.
do check out our new website. It is live as of today. There were a few things that needed to be updated. I don't know if they are, but it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So check it out. If you haven't joined us, join and get Teri's beautiful meditation. It's a download. And that download is available even if you have already joined us. We will be sending out the link to it in our newsletter so that everybody on our email list will be able to access it. So,
Yeah, it's a meditation about inner peace. And we all know we can't have outer peace in the world until we come to that place of inner peace inside. It all streams from the inside of us, like we were talking about, putting forth an energy of peace, an energy of love and compassion. So I think you'll enjoy the meditation because it will take you to that place in your heart.
and our blog this week, which was written by Ronnie Ann Ryan, is about the angels of peace. We have blogs about the angels. We have blogs about the actors who work for peace and the rock stars who work for peace. And it's just really some good articles. You know, she's a good writer. So do check us out. And also, one of the other things that are coming up is that we'll have in our 21 days, we will have interviews with some amazing people that will be playing every day.
Absolutely. Awesome. So what I would like is some interaction here from you all in the chat. And just tell us, how do you see peace? I love asking that question. We talk about peace, we say we want world peace, but how do you see it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Share with us about peace and your vision for peace.
And you know what else?
I'd love to hear yours too, MarBeth.
Oh, my vision for peace.
Yeah.
Just happy people. Happy people that when they see other people, they're not looking for what's wrong. They're not looking to have a grievance or judgment against anybody, but they're just open-hearted and looking for the positive and looking to collaborate. That would be such a beautiful thing on our planet. And I think that I do believe that when we focus on our world leaders, that we can help them shift their perception of what it is to be a leader.
Yes. Because I think for most of them, they don't have that training of how to be a leader, not in this way, in a spiritual way that we can all work together to make this a better world. And my vision is that for it to, just like you said, for it to be a world where people are getting along and respecting each other and wanting the best for each other. Not a world of dog eat dog competition or even comparison with each other, but just acceptance and love for each other. And I think our friend Sharon Ria says it best when she says, no judgment, just love. If we drop that judgment and the criticism and all of the the comparison and the have tos, then we're going to see a more benevolent world. We're going to see one that we want to live in and see it happening with ease and grace, is what I always ask for. Can we have it happen with ease and grace, please?
And what's really lovely too is I know we shared a video, and also this was a blog post about Nostradamus.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie uncovered a video from Dolores Cannon, who did past life regressions. And in one of her, and she always recorded them. She was meticulous. In fact, our James Mershon, Jim Mershon, actually studied in her methodology from someone who learned directly from her. She's no longer with us, but really did amazing work. And she was working with a client, and when who had been a student of Nostradamus, and when she took the client back as the student, at one point, she was getting a lot of clear impressions over several sessions. And then Nostradamus walked into the room and said, I want to talk to her. So she was pretty shocked because that was someone in the 1500s speaking live to her in the 20th century. I think it was the 1980s. And they were both alive at the time, but across the centuries. And he said that people had gotten his predictions wrong, which is, kind of understandable considering they'd been translated in all these different languages and by all these different people, and the meanings were hidden. So it wasn't easy to figure out what they were talking about for the most part, because it was during the Inquisition and he had to be very careful. So he decided that he wanted to set the record straight about his predictions. And at the same time, he also said to her, if you guys make it past the 1990s, in the 2000s, you can learn that minds can be joined and you can create peace that will last 1,000 years.
Yes.
So that was like, yes, I have these predictions, but they don't have to happen. We can create peace. And I just thought that was so incredible, so incredibly amazing. So,
Yeah, it really is. And I've heard many people mention those 1,000 years of peace. And wow, I just think that's so beautiful. I know I won't be here for the whole 1,000 years, but I'd love to see it at least beginning while I'm still here on the earth.
you'll be around.
Well, yeah, I'll be here in spirit for sure. But I think this is such an important mission that we're on
Yes.
to start the wheels turning. That's what we're doing. We're just really starting that wheel of momentum. And it's not just us. We're collaborating with a lot of other peace organizations, and all of us working together throughout the world is going to bring that 1,000 years in. I fully believe that in my heart, that is something that is real and is happening.
So this is easy. What we're asking is easy. It's 7 minutes of your day. And if you're not available during the 7 minutes or so of our meditation, tune in later and do the meditation. Should I be saying the word meditation? I just want to make sure that you realize that this is much more than a meditation. This is a pathway to peace. This is a unique opportunity to merge in the unified field of consciousness with like minds who all want peace. We may all have different versions of what we want because we're all different. But basically, peace of mind, feeling happy. Who doesn't want happy?
Exactly. Yeah. And maybe if somebody has an issue with that word meditation, just put intention in there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to, for 7 minutes a day, we're going to set the intention of shifting the energy of the planet. Does that sound easier? Does that sound more palatable? that you don't have to think of anything complicated. Setting an intention is just as simple as if you get up in the morning and you say, "Today I'm going to be happy," or "Today I'm going to spread joy," whatever it might be for your intention. "Today I'm going to be productive." And so this is just the same thing. It's an intention to bring a shift to the planet. And we're going to meet 7 minutes a day to do that.
What do you guys think about that? Let us know. Type it in the chat. What are your thoughts? Do you like the word meditation in there? Do you like the word intention? No, inquiring minds want to know.
We sure do. And Deirdre said, peace could be simplified by that Youngblood song, Get Together. Come on, everybody, let's get together. That's right, Deirdre. Thank you.
It does. And Jean said some people see peace as passive, but peace is active. It requires action and change, first inside our hearts.
That's where it has to begin.
Yeah.
You know, that mantra of let there be peace on earth and let it begin in me is just says it all, because it has to begin in each one of us.
Yes, it's the unity song.
Yeah.
I love it. When you say it, I hear it.
Yes, I hear the singing of it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what else? We're just we're plugging along. We're excited about the beginning on September 1st, you guys. And MarBeth will be leading the 7-minute meditation on that day, as she does so beautifully. If you've been following us for the weekly ones, you've experienced her and me doing them. And we'll have other meditators.
and Teri is next on day 2. And yeah, we're going to bring in some amazing people to lead meditations, which is so exciting. Thank you, Jean. Jean likes meditation.
It's widely used now. Yeah. I think some people can have a bit of confusion with it because there's different types of meditation. And, you know, I like the word myself. I love it. Yeah.
I do too. And you know, it just basically takes you into a different place, you know, a place of stillness within. And there's so many ways to do it. You can just walk in nature. Just taking a walk in nature puts you into a meditative state. It can, you know, that would be a more active meditation. There's a breathing meditation that you can do while walking, and that I learned in Kundalini Yoga, where you would press your fingers together as you say sa ta na ma while you're walking. And you do that for like 5 minutes, and then you stop, and for a few minutes, and then you do it again, and it just brings you into a lovely state. It coordinates the hemispheres of your brain.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me? It says one of our streams is having connectivity issues.
Yeah.
Did you
I
know
hear you just fine.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. You know what it was? It's one of our streams. It wasn't us.
Mhm. Right. Yeah. We're still streaming. Yeah. I love that discussion about how you can just walk and meditate. You can sit. You can be in nature. Um, you know, you really can be doing anything and meditate. There's a conception that you have to be still and shut out everything and close your eyes and pay attention, but anything can bring about an energy of meditation for you.
Well, it could be called mindfulness. For example, if you're washing the dishes, you feel the water, you hear the water, just every action, you're right there in the present moment while you're doing it. So becomes a form of meditation while you're doing it. You could be speaking to someone else, and as long as you are present with them, consciously hearing them, not on your phone while they're talking, but
Right.
you're right there with them, mind's not wandering. You are looking at them, you're hearing them, and you're right there in the moment. That connection is very powerful. And being there in the moment, and it just brings you into the present, into that meditation. So Jean, you wanted to know about the walking chant. In Kundalini Yoga, here, I'm going to show you my cup, which says Sat Nam.
Such
It
nice.
means I am truth.
Mm.
Sat Nam, I am truth. So what they did is they broke it into Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And all of these fingers are connected to different meridians. So you're walking and you're pressing these different meridians as you say the sound Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. You know what? I have a walking meditation. I have that. Actually, I did it as a blog, and I will post it in our blog. I'll
Yes.
share that with our blog so that you can do it. It's really very lovely. And, you're focusing on your breath while you're doing it and, coordinating it with your steps. So there are a few things going on. It's also used in a different Kundalini meditation where you would just bring in, you know, connecting to your third eye. It's really very lovely. But, there are like thousands of different kinds of meditation. It's
Right.
just endless. But I think the goal is well, I guess there's different goals. What do you think, Teri?
Oh, yeah. I love to set an intention every time I do a meditation. So whether that's like a deeper connection with my higher self and with source God energy, or if it's to bring peace into the world, or just to center myself. There's so many things that you can set an intention for with meditation.
Oh, yes. I've been meditating lately with Course in Miracles and just the different lessons. And for example, today, I am as God created me. And it doesn't mean that that's my physical body. No, it's my spiritual being. It's the essence of my soul, the higher self, which I visualize as just like raw energy cloud merging with our creator. And it's just so uplifting for me. So at this point, I have done these lessons many times and I'm doing them again. And these are just 5 minutes a day, 5 minutes every hour of the day. If you
Right.
can do it on the every hour. I try. I'm not really all that great at it, but I do it as much as I can.
Yeah, it's again the intention.
Yeah. And
So
it really works.
when I first learned meditation, I learned through guided meditation. I I was with a group of women and we did it in person. This was way before COVID. This was back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And we did a guided meditation. And so that was my introduction to being quiet and centering and going into our hearts. So for me, I have a real uh, soft spot for guided meditations. I do others, I do just meditating on my own. But when we're in a guided situation, we don't have to think. You don't have to, there's no have tos. You just enjoy and you just let the energy flow. Maybe the meditator is taking you into a journey somewhere. Maybe there's something that you're being asked to visualize. So let's talk about visualization for a moment.
Sure.
Because
That's
when
wonderful.
you're in, yeah, when you're in some guided meditations, you may be asked to visualize a bird flying or a field of flowers or a beautiful stream. And it's not that difficult. I've had people say, I can't visualize, but let's try a little exercise. So I think all of us pretty much know what an apple looks like, right? I mean, there's different kinds, but just envision an apple, a generic apple, and close your eyes. Now see if you can see that apple. Can you see it? Can you see the color of it? The shape of it? Just focus in. Don't try too hard. Don't force it. But just see that apple sitting there. Maybe it's on a table. Maybe it's hanging from a tree. But see the apple. And that's how simple it is. That's visualization. So if you're asked in a guided meditation to see something, perhaps it's something that you haven't had an experience with, so just be open to that. But for the most part, I think people who guide meditations use objects that are so simple to visualize. Don't you, MarBeth?
I do. And, and a lot of times, it was interesting when you said the apple. I saw an apple cut, I saw the seeds,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got like flashes of different kinds of apples. But, a lot of times people say, oh, I can't see anything when I close my eyes. But if you have your eyes closed and you see your front door, there it
Yeah,
is, right there.
right.
So you can see it. The thing is that all of us are a little different in how we perceive. Some of us are more kinesthetic, we feel things. So you might be more, you might tune into the feeling in your heart, but then there are other people that are very visual and others that just hear. So in that case, maybe listening to sound healing, elevating sound while you're meditating. Some of that, what is it, 432 hertz
Mm-hmm.
heart?
Right.
That's the heart chakra, and uh, but there are a lot of different frequencies that you can listen to, and I have many friends who are sound healers, and that sound is just very elevating. Just even like the singing bowls, tinsha bells, all of that, just very uplifting. I have a very dear friend who lives in Haiti, and Haiti, they just, it's not safe now for Americans to be traveling there. And my friend has lived there. She's amazing. She built a hospital and an orphanage. She built an amazing school and just graduated 25 nurses. And all through all of these horrible times when it was very unsafe to be living there, she played uplifting music. She plays psalms all day long, and it lifts her up. She chooses what to think about. And again, we get back to choice because we can choose, like, oh, that thought makes me feel awful. It doesn't make me feel peaceful. I want to feel peaceful. So I'm choosing to be peaceful. We all have that choice. So that's a choice. A lot of times people don't
Yes.
realize that. A lot of times you feel very stuck. It's like, how can I choose a different thought? But when we align with peace, when we choose peace, when we choose to be happy, that's when we are aligned with God, source. I won't say the universe because I think God and source are much bigger than the universe.
Yeah. And it's so true that music raises the vibration
Mhm.
quicker than anything else. And especially if you're listening to that frequency that touches the heart.
Yes.
We haven't shared our message yet of what's going to happen on Peace Day on September 21st, but we do
Oh,
have
we haven't.
plans. And there is a volunteer that would love to do some sound healing with the the bowls, and he has the whole set. So we would heal all the chakras and touch all the chakras during that day. Yeah, we're just working on it now, but we just want to let you know that we do have plans for more than just a 7-minute meditation. We want
Yes,
to
we're going
really
to have
celebrate peace on that day.
a celebration, and we're thinking about a hybrid celebration, live and online.
Yeah, we could stream it from wherever
Yes,
we're at, which is going to be in Florida. We just don't have that exact location just yet.
yes. So we're just so happy about this,
Yeah.
and then just connecting with all of these peace organizations. As one of our advisors has told me, he said, "Your 10 million are there. They're there.
Yeah, they are.
We just
They are.
need to connect with them."
Yeah. And MarBeth, do you want to share about what we just were told about how we can reach those 10 million easily and quickly with
Well,
sharing?
yeah, if everybody on the call here on this podcast reach out to 10 people and explain to them why this is so important, why it's different than just a regular meditation, why they can make a huge difference. Every one of us is essential. Every one of us is so important. And if they can reach out to 10 people, we'll be getting our 10 people before you know it. Have them sign up at 10 million for worldpeace.org. They'll get that meditation. Oh, Jean Loria says, believe it or not, the sense that can bring us memories and visualization is the sense of smell. What smell does an apple have or a rose? If you're visualizing peace, maybe you could think of the most beautiful smell you ever smelled. That
Ooh,
is so true.
yeah.
And that is very true. I have a friend who that was her dominant attribute, was that she had a very fine sense of smell. That was her psychic connection. So, and she was visiting me. I used to live in a condo, and we were walking outside, and she said, "Was there a beauty parlor here?" And we were passing this place where there had been a beauty parlor, but it was like maybe a year ago. But she had such a sensitive sense that she knew it. And then we walked outside and she said something else. And it was like, yeah, but that was like a long time ago. But she
Mhm.
could smell it.
Yeah.
So we're all different, but we're all the same. We
I,
just have different attributes that are more developed.
yeah. And you know what I just thought of with for myself? We're all going to be unique with this, but my smell when I really feel peace is when I burn sage, white sage especially.
Oh, I love white sage.
Yes, and just bringing in that beautiful aroma because it is something that's natural. It grows on our ground and it's used to clear energy. So that's what we're doing with peace. We're clearing any energy that's not love. So that's what I'll think of, Jean, and thank you for that. The spiritual
Oh,
master. have individual smells.
I didn't know that, but that makes very, very much sense. Yes. Um, I I like the smell of frankincense,
Oh, yeah, me too.
but that's a beautiful smell.
How
So why
awesome.
we can all ask, what does peace smell like?
Yeah. Anybody else want to share? What does peace smell like? And we did have a whole lot of response to how do you see peace? What does peace look like, feel like, smell like? So we'd love to have you interact with us more. And on the Facebook page, or I'm sorry, group of 10 million for world peace, there's many opportunities. Go in and post. And just, I'd love to see that this week as posts. If you'll go in and say, this is what peace feels like to me. This is what it smells like. This is what it looks like.
Okay,
Oh,
Tammy likes lavender.
I love
I was
that.
also going to ask you if you could make a video, um, like on a, just hold your phone up. Whoops, there you have the back end of my screen. But just to hold your phone up and make a video, vertically, and just like for 10 seconds, just say, "Hi, my name is Jean Lorio," or "My name is Deidre Koslowski," and just say, "I love 10 million for world peace, and this is what peace means to me," or something, or join us, and because just whatever comes to your mind, with some excitement, and we'll post it. And I know that you'll be bringing more people. Oh, that's so beautiful.
That is beautiful. Nature. Yeah,
Yeah,
nature
peace,
brings out that peace energy. Yeah,
peace,
I
love.
love that idea, MarBeth. And so let's put that out as a challenge. Anyone who wants to, and don't be shy. This is the time of being bold. This is what the angels say: be bold, be brave, and step out, because, you can't just sit on the sidelines and wait for other people to make this happen. It's going to take all of us. It takes a village to bring this
Takes
to
a
fruition.
village.
Yeah,
Yes. And do check out our website. Let us know your thoughts.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And share. That's our big thing right now. Just please share.
please share. Yes, this is our time because we got it. We got 31 days.
Yep.
Actually, 30
30
after today.
days. Yeah. So we're going to have a lot going on this month. Stay tuned and get in that Facebook group and find out what all the events are. Next week, I have a special guest. John Raymer will be joining me on the Peapod. Some of you may be familiar with him. I'm pretty sure I've had him on in the past, but it's been a few years. And John is part of a group that's doing 99 days to world peace. And he's the creator of the Sign Network, which brings people together all over the world that are working for the same goal, which is peace on earth. So join us next week at 5 o'clock for that. And we have our Sunday afternoon meditations right now every week, 1:11 p.m. So tune in
Eastern.
and share those out when you see that we're going live. And I always try to remember to put it in a comment in the group so you know that you can expect it to happen that day. Share that, share the meditation itself, and come be with us. Come be part of
And
this.
on Saturday, you have an opportunity to meet with us together, and our team, and it'll all be interactive. It will be on Zoom, so you can join us, and the link I'll be sending out another email with the link, and I'll also post it in Facebook, so you can join us with your thoughts. And we want to be as inclusive as we can. Um, any videos that you'd like to make, the little vertical videos would be wonderful. We are so grateful. We have a wonderful social media team working for us now. It was volunteered to us by Jason McNamara from his No More 9 to 5 Club. And I'll be posting about him more in the chat and on our webpage, because He's just now they're getting video reels out for us, posting on Facebook and Instagram, and then we have a new YouTube channel. So please sign up on the 10 Million for World Peace YouTube channel. It's brand new, but we would love to have you join us there.
Yeah, just hit the subscribe button. Go find it and hit the subscribe, and we'll be sharing our lives through there as well and upload videos. So there's so much. And just ask, if you want to get involved, ask, how can I help? How can I help? And this is what we need the most help in right now. Just sharing it out, getting the word out there. What a great, great meeting today. MarBeth, thank you for being here. I can't believe it's been an hour, but
I know.
It went so fast.
Either. Oh, and if anybody is interested in sponsoring one of our weekly meditations, on our new website, we have ways that you can sponsor us, which we so appreciate.
Yeah. When you go to that website, there's a link for sponsoring. There's a link for donating. So everything is there. It's so, so good. There's been so much work put in it, and we've gone over it sometimes daily, to see what needs to be tweaked and changed. So we'd like to have your feedback as well. So when
Yes,
you go to
please.
the website, send us a message or write a message in the group on Facebook and let us know what you think of the website. We'd love to hear from you. So thank you again for being here this afternoon. MarBeth, anything else? Anything you want to close with?
So many blessings and so much love for you. And thank you. We so love and appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. And we've known for years that if we want to see change in our world, we have to be the change. And that's what we're doing. That's what you are doing in stepping up and joining us. So let's get out there and let's change the planet. I'm ready. I'm ready for it to be a positive place. I'm ready for those 1,000 years of peace. Let's keep that out there as that ultimate goal, is to usher that in. So thank you, everyone. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. We love you so much and appreciate you. So go spread the word, and we'll be there working our little feet off as we move forward.
Yeah, a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but we're very passionate about this.
Yeah.
Namaste, y'all.
Namaste.